Like I'm going to take the session about Snowflake's using Snowflake's connector. So in my project, like I was working with the Snowflake's connector, where the data is available in the Snowflake's DB. From there, I will be fetching and showing to the users based upon the conditions. So we can pass the query how the data is required for us. So in that way, we can add the query and then we can get the data. So I used that one. So I will take that class. So basically, anyone have any idea about what is Snowflakes? Like anyone can say, like ask can unmute.
Is it a platform for the data?
Ah, correct. Like somewhat okay. Like cloud-based data platform.
Right.
Like it is similar to AWS, BigQuery, and Snowflake. So these are all the cloud-based data platform we have, which can be used for data warehousing, data lake, and data sharing. So for more number of data, we can store the data in the Snowflakes with the high scalable, flexible, and cost efficiency. So for that only, we are using Snowflakes here. So I will share my screen, how we can use the Snowflakes and then how we can connect to the Snowflakes using Snowflakes connector. So you can see my screen.
Yes, it is visible.
So first we can log in into Snowflakes. So usually like this part which we already received from the client side itself, most probably. For me, in my case, I have received this data. So I require just only fetch the data and show to the end users. So but now I am creating one dummy database schema and table for this demo purpose. So here in this data, you can go to database and you can create the database name. Okay. So now I have created this database. So under this database, if required, we are having like two schema, information schema and public. So if required, we can create new schema as well. So here is the add schema, right? So if we click on this add schema, we can create new schema. Okay. So now the schema has been created for this one. So now under this schema, I'm going to create one table here. So I think here we can also get the data from some other fields as well, like AWS or anything we can get from file or standard external we can get. But I have used this dynamic table format now. So I will create the DB here. So I'm creating the table name called city with the field city name, city code, and is active. So now the table has been created successfully. So now we can insert the data for this table. Uh, so here basically while we insert this, this is an insert query. So we need to give the DB name here. So the DB name what we created is KT demo, and then the schema name what we created is KT schema. Table name is CT. So here we can give the fields name like insert query. Normal SQL we can add this one and we can add the values here. So now if we run this query, the data will be stored to this table. So like we can add like multiple datas uh, for testing. So like now I have added this in using this insert query, I have added the values for this DB. So we can see the data. We need to So now these are all the fields which is available in this database. So for connecting, we are having one component called SQL connector in our system Forge itself. So you can download this connector. So that is based upon like integration. So we using the .NET, they have built this service SQL Snowflake connector. So we can use this one. So use by using this one, by we will be passing the required field like username, account name, DB schema, and everything we will be passing. Using that, based upon that values, the input will be coming as the JSON format. So we will be using this connector for this SQL, Snowflake integration part. So now we have created this field. So after this one, so I have created one dummy screen to display that demo of that one data, how we can fetch our uh, how we can fetch. So here, this is the dummy screen. So you can enter the query, what is required, and we need to give this database host name, warehouse account, username, password, schema. So here, usually we can get this all the values from this place. So here it will be available. View account details if you give, we can give the data, we can see the data. So in this configure, we can select the warehouse, we can select what database we require. So here you can see, right, this is the data for our configuration. So now I can keep it here and then I can pass it one by one. So for warehouse, I think this for database, it is KT. So username and password is what we log in now. For Snowflakes, we will be having some credential to log in. So that data we will be giving here. For schema, it is public. For schema, it is KT. So what is configured? So in the host, we can take this account SQL server. Then so I can give this value, and after that I can give the query how we need to get the data. So for example, I will use this select star from itself. So to get all the data. So here we need to change the database name, that is KT demo, and public will be KT schema. The table name will be CT. So now I will save this one. So after saving, I can give this one. So if I execute this query, by passing this input parameter to that Snowflake connector, what we downloaded from the Force component, it will eat, and then the data will come here. So all the available data in the Snowflakes, we can see it here. So for this purpose, I have used render JSON, another Forge component. Uh, so you can use that one, and then you can display the JSON format. So if you pass the JSON input parameters value, so that will be shown in this format. So here you can see the values here. So that is this render JSON reactive component. So here is the output. So you can see all the values here. So if we have any condition based also, it will bring the data. For example, where I'm putting like country code, city code equal to. So now we can use where class also to get the data is active equal to false or true. So now I passed as a false, so I can see only the false data here. And then same way, if I pass true here, so only true data will come. So based upon the condition what we require, we can get the all the values, and then we can display it to the users. So here you can see the output. So this is the a Snowflake's connector using sorry, a Snowflake's integration using Snowflake's connector part. So anyone having any doubt? I'm just clear. Just
Mm. Yes, Anand, thank you. It is clear. But is it possible to show it in code?
okay, okay. So I think even we can upload the data also, but we need to know .NET code, and then we can create a component for that if it is required. But now I have used this case only, so I know only this one. So in code point of view, so this is the screen which I created to show the demo. So here on this execute click, so we will be calling this run query. So this action is actually coming from there, that Snowflake's connector forge component. So here we have passed all the output like username, password. So this username and password both basically from the Snowflake's value. What while we creating, we will get one username and password. So that two name, and then this schema, account, host, everything is basically what we get from this configuration one. So we can get that values here, and then we can pass it. So by passing on this correct input parameters to like warehouse database query, so based upon that query, the output will come in JSON format. So in the JSON format, we are passing it into the screen. So here is the result JSON. So that is the output of this run query. So in this another screen, next screen. So in this screen, we are use another component I said, right? So that is render JSON. So in this render JSON, we have passed this input parameter. So that input JSON input comes as a output to the end users. So we can modify as per our requirements here. So this is the logic behind that one.
Mm. Yes, thank you. But like whatever you have typed in the screen that we are giving here dynamically from the Snowflake connector, right?
Correct, correct. Because here, for demo purpose, I have created this screen. I'm passing it. But if
Right.
we need to use in our application, we can use this run query itself directly instead of this kind of screen and we are passing value. For showing demo, I created that screen. That's it. We can pass it directly here also, that username, password, and then we can get the value.
Sure, yeah. Like what exactly is the use case where you have used it?
In my client project, like there was like separation termination is there, right? So that data they used to keep it in Snowflake's database for privacy purpose. So that data first it will be stored in that DB like Snowflake's database, and then from Snowflake's we will be getting that data into our OutSystem DB SQL server,
Hmm.
and then it will be proceeding further. So for retrieving the data, I have used this. For this testing purpose only, I have shown you the creating part. But usually in client point of view, we will be only given the schema names and DB names. We will not be able to create the database there because we are going to just retrieve and show it in the out system side. So for that purpose, I have used in my client project.
Right, right, got it. Thank you, Anand, for sharing.
Hmm. Okay, any other doubts? Any other, have you understand first?
Hope everyone has been understood, Anand.
Okay.
Any other queries, guys? Hello.
No
Okay.
query.
Shall we? Yeah. Thank you, Joy.
Okay.
Shall we stop the recording first?